If it's trending, it's here now. This is Now Trending with Riggins on the Ace and TJ Show.
So a lot of football trades happening. Those are some of the top trending topics. What is his name?
Saquon Barkley. Yeah, Charles' half-brother.
Charles' half-brother. Saquon, who was working out here, right? Doesn't he work?
Yeah,
work out at your little friend Jenny's place?
Yeah, he and the New York Giants their offense comes every summer and does workouts here at my little friend Jenny's place. And she's a huge fan of Saquon.
Really?
Yeah, professionally and personally. He's a super sweet guy.
Okay, well, he's got a new team, it looks like. So he is the top trending topic.
Philadelphia Eagles now.
Right. So now I do not like Saquon anymore.
Sorry, Saquon.
No more.
No. I don't support any Philadelphia teams, and I don't support the Steelers. As a matter of fact, I always root against the Steelers, always root against all Philadelphia teams.
He's got a Pennsylvania thing in general, TJ apparently does.
No, it's just the Philadelphia fans are just so uncivilized, and then the Pittsburgh ownership and all, I don't like them not one bit because of political reasons. They can burn in hell.
It's a lot of football stuff going on. Kirk Cousins also trending up near the top today.
Yeah, he just signed with Atlanta.
Yeah.
4 years.
And somebody said the good part about that, Ace, is the training facility is only 1.7 miles away from the nearest Kohl's. For him to go get his outfits, because they say he dresses like a dad all the time.
Isn't well? He's
just
old,
a
isn't he?
regular dad. He's 30.
He's like 35, 36, something like that.
He's old. Today's National Girl Scout Day, March 12th. The Girl Scouts in the United States of America began March 12th, 1912. What else happened in the year of 1912?
The War of 1912.
Columbus sailed the ocean blue.
Yeah. That's right.
That's what happened.
Columbus discovered America.
So happy National Girl Scout Day. I got a niece that's a Girl Scout, and she's hawking those cookies right now. Boy, left and right. I'm like, I already bought some. I got to get a second round of emails inviting me to buy more. Okay. So happy National Girl Scout Day. And then just an update. I have been so fascinated with this Kate Middleton story, and it just keeps getting weirder and weirder. So I won't recap. You've probably heard there's this photo that's out that was determined to be fake. Well, now Kate Middleton yesterday gets on X/Twitter and apologizes for posting it, saying, like many amateur photographers, I've dabbled in photo editing. It's like, just shut up. You're embracing these internet rumors about your whereabouts. Well, it's nobody's business. And you've already established that you were going to be on, out of the public eye for the foreseeable future because of surgery.
And the next thing was yesterday I saw them going through the photo with,
they've got
red
legal
circles around everything.
Analysts. It looks like a John Madden, whiteboard. Yeah. I mean, they're circling things out. Yeah. They've got legal experts on CNN. It's like, what is going on?
Yeah.
What's going on?
If she did all of the things they've accused her of doing with this photo, it doesn't affect the photo at all.
In no meaningful way.
In no meaningful way. It's like straightening a line or moving a finger or something like that. It's all weird.
It's so weird. But those are a few things that are now trending.
Somebody's going to win $10,000 this week from the Ace and TJ Show. You will meet finalist number 2. An incredible story. The first quarter of the rest of your life. Her story is coming up next.
Well, here we are, another new year, and you're, again, going to try to lose that weight you've been needing to lose for a long time. Well, here's what you need. You need Calitrin to help, because Calitrin is not a drug. No, not at all. It is natural and effective. It's scientifically proven to help you lose weight and get better sleep. When you buy 3 months supply of Calitrin, you will get 3 months free right now, and consistency is the key with Calitrin. So order it today at acetj.com/weight loss. It's Calitrin.
All guests of the Ace and TJ Show stay at the Hyatt-centric Charlotte South Park. Beautiful rooms, incredible dining options. Book your room by calling 980-299-7123. It's the Hyatt-centric Charlotte South Park. The Johnson Group has been cleaning some of Charlotte's most prestigious businesses since 1985. Family owned and operated. Learn more at acetj.com/clean. It's first-class cleaning with the Johnson Group.
Don't just listen to the Ace and TJ Show. Watch it. Now available 24 hours a day on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
It is called the first quarter of the rest of your life. Through our charity, Peyton's Promise, we are giving someone $10,000. You met one of our finalists yesterday. You're about to meet one now. You'll meet one tomorrow. Thursday morning, we will award the $10,000 to someone that would change their life and the lives of others forever. Today is finalist number 2. Her name is Kristen. Now, imagine the day before you deliver your only child, you find out that you have a very aggressive form of breast cancer. That's exactly what happened to her. The day before she delivered her child. That was in 2019. She says, ever since, I've spent all the free time, so to speak, studying health, learning how to make swaps, reducing external toxins, etc. I started chemotherapy 20 days after giving birth. Now imagine this, you've just had a child. And then she talks about how quickly she started her chemotherapy.
I started chemotherapy 20 days after I delivered my son. So the day after we were discharged from the hospital, I began countless appointments.
And you've had surgery, multiple surgeries in addition to the chemotherapy.
That's right. I had chemo first for about 6 months. Then I had a double mastectomy. I then started radiation for about 12 weeks. And then I had 2 additional surgeries after that.
You are a brand new mom. You come home from the hospital and the very next day you start chemotherapy. I mean, the timetable here is stunning when it comes to this. Now, here's the good news. She is cancer-free at this point. And like she said, she's been through so much, though, because unfortunately, she writes, my company of 18 years eliminated my position. So she was working full-time, taking care of an infant, dealing with cancer treatments, multiple surgeries, chemotherapy, and then her position was eliminated. Medical debt bills are still insane. And without income since May, my cards are all maxed out. So obviously, some of the money would obviously help her with her needs, covering all of these expenses that she's accrued. But the question becomes, how would the money help others?
My dream is to start, I'm sorry, I'm getting emotional, like a healthy home, non-toxic consulting business that's affordable for people. Because that's really what I've been diving into since I was diagnosed, is just how to be healthier and eliminate toxins that do cause disease.
I think it's a wonderful thing, because she says there are companies that do this, but they are apparently very expensive. Yeah. And she would like to start something that's affordable for your average family. So somebody could come in and help them understand what they're putting into their body, what is in the household that could be harmful, because a lot of people have no idea. But again, she had, the day before she has a child, she finds out she has cancer. As soon as she gets out of the hospital, the next day she starts chemo and went through all the chemotherapy, multiple surgeries, all while taking care of this child. And then her position was eliminated at a company she worked at for 18 years. That is Kristen, participant number 2, finalist number 2 in the first quarter of the rest of your life. We'll meet one more tomorrow. Thursday morning, we will announce the winner of $10,000. I have got a story that is so crazy about the radio family and how vast it is. Shockingly. You'll love this. Next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Winter is here, which means you're just going to stay inside and not do anything fun and exciting, right? No, that is wrong, because this year you're going to go to acetj.com/Gaston and see all of the incredible things that you can do right now in Gaston County. Everything is laid out for you, from things to do, to restaurants, to bars, to shopping, to unique weekend activities. And we'll get you ready for the spring and the summer with a list of all their great festivals. Find all of this and much more at acetj.com/Gaston.
Attention Charlotte, treat yourself to a delicious meal that's made with fresh, seasonal ingredients and ready in just 20 minutes. Enjoy a fine dining experience without ever leaving your home. Head over to tableandtwine.com.
Currents is Lake Norman's #1 lifestyle magazine. Every month, Currents brings you the latest news on what's happening in the Lake Norman area. They've been serving the Lake Norman community for over 13 years. See the latest issue of Currents now at lncurrents.com.
Available when you want it, how you want it. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
Get ready for the story of the day. I'm so excited to tell you this because it's so awesome. Yesterday, I'm standing at the gym at Jet Fitness up here. I'm standing at the counter talking to TJ's little friend Jenny, who owns the place. And a lady walks in, and her name is Marcy. And she runs an apparel company. And she walks in the door and she goes, "I am glad you're here," points at me. And I said, "Okay." She said, "I came to tell Jenny something, and you're not going to believe this." First off, have you heard this story? Did Jenny tell you this story, TJ?
We don't talk.
Okay. So
No,
she says, she shows me a picture, and she goes, "See this little Dachshund puppy that I just got?" And I said, "She bought it for her daughter." She said, "Over the weekend, I went to Paducah, Kentucky to get this puppy." And I said, "Okay. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but it sounds good." And I'm, anxiously awaiting a fun story that I can share on the radio. And she said, I get there and get into a conversation with a lady who's selling the puppy. The lady's name is Grace, Thweatt. Thweatt. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it correctly. Grace Thweatt. Somehow in the course of conversation, I don't know if Jenny's name was brought up or if the Ace and TJ show was brought up, but the lady turns out to be Grace. According to Marcy, Grace is an Ace and TJ super fan, and suddenly starts going on about, "I know TJ's little friend Jenny. She runs that gym that everybody goes to." And Marcy's like, "I go to that gym." Like, "No way, that's the gym you go to."
Wow.
She knew all about Amanda and baby Dax and TJ and Jody's house and you, Riggins, and your love life, and Rob and his life with Meredith. And when she said it turned into my buying a puppy experience turned into a whole education of the full history of the Ace and TJ show.
Well, I mean, if she's that big of a supporter, then it probably only took Marcy saying, "Yeah, I live in Mooresville, North Carolina," and she was like, "I know about Mooresville."
That might have been what launched it. I don't remember that part of the story, but I was like, "No way." She's like, "Yeah." So, we have one member of the radio family going to Paducah, Kentucky to get a puppy, and turns out the person she's buying the puppy from is a wonderful fan of the Ace and TJ show named Grace, a wonderful Ace and TJ radio family member. The odds on that are pretty staggering.
Yeah. Marcy made this hat I'm wearing, by the way.
Yeah.
Is her playground still up and running?
Candy.
Well, Grace,
Yeah.
Grace is probably freaking out right now.
Yeah, I guess so.
I would imagine.
I think Grace breathes.
If you know Jenny,
Yeah,
you're talking about Jenny's gym.
Yeah.
She must be a super fan.
She knew everything. She said it's shocking. She knew everybody's name, everybody's significant
That's
other,
crazy.
all the podcasts, pretty much anything anybody ever wanted to know about anybody on the show. Said Grace had it down. She's, "I've listened forever."
That's
Like,
crazy.
the odds on that are stunning, but really cool at the same time.
Yeah, and that's the only kind of dogs she sells.
I don't know. I think so.
Well, that's a long way to go for a dog.
Yeah, a wiener.
Yeah, I don't know the back. I don't know the
Kentucky
backstory
wieners.
to that part, but yeah, it was a long way to go just for a dog. that's what I was thinking the whole time. Wow, you went to Paducah, Kentucky just to get a dog?
Yeah, but hey, glad she did.
There might have been more to that. I don't know that part of the story, but I just thought that was pretty awesome. There's a guy that's gone viral because he decided that Little Caesars did not do a good job with their pizza. Now, the reason he's gone viral is the fact that the manager at Little Caesars was like, "We're not having it." And that is next.
This is the Ace and TJ show.
Back again with our friend Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies. Now, Richard, tell us about this cash out equity thing, instant cash, add water, and there it is.
It is. That's how it is. Instant equity. I mean, you do the application today. You could close today and get your money in 5 days. There's no underwriting. There's no appraisal. I think didn't you do something like that?
Yeah, absolutely. Exactly what I did. Instant equity. It's very easy, and Richard walks you through the process. Find out more at homewithrichard.com.
As winter packs its bags and spring settles in, the flowers, they are blooming. And at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress, the deals are booming.
You write poetry?
Does one ask a fish if it swims, or a bird if it flies? It was a long winter.
Love where you live, Lake Norman, with up to $1,500 in free furniture with the purchase of a mattress sleep system. Only at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
Live each weekday on your radio, anytime you want, wherever you get podcasts. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
The customer is not always right. And I love when somebody thinks, you know what, I'm going to post this on video and the whole world is going to be on my side, and the whole world is not on your side. There's a guy that's getting roasted on TikTok because he attempted to get a refund from Little Caesars because he says he got food poisoning. Well, you're going to hear the manager. He's in the drive-through line, and you're going to hear the manager point out there's one small problem with that.
Staphylococcus meningitis. He got staphylococcus from all of this garlic butter.
That's not what I said.
You can keep your napkin, though. I'll give you your money back. You don't have to record me. I know what I said.
I came in here to... Am I allowed... Can I say...
It's all gone, and you've got garlic butter all over it. No wonder you got sick.
Oh, gone. Am I allowed to talk, or...
Wait, you just talked before you turned your camera on, though, right?
Yeah.
Even your pizza knows you're a liar.
You need to work on your customer service.
I don't let liars come to my store.
I am not a liar.
Am I supposed to ass kiss just because you bought a $7.99?
No!
Okay, I'm refunding you. Drop it. Thank you.
No, you called me a moron.
Yeah, well, the internet has taken her side. Like, hey, dude, you ate the whole pizza. You ate the whole thing, and then you're coming back at the drive-thru trying to get your money back. Like, it made me sick. Well...
It gave me meningitis.
You've got no proof of anything. And she's like, shut up. Here's your money. Move on, my friend. Yeah, it's turned ugly for him.
You got garlic butter everywhere.
What did she say that he had?
Staphylococcus meningitis. Yeah. That's what, I guess.
Staph infection.
I guess that's what he claimed.
In that short amount of time? I mean...
Because something happened before he got up there, before he started recording. You heard her say, oh, you've been talking. Then you decided to turn on your camera.
Yeah, it's like my wife's grandmother from Indiana came to our house and sat out by the pool for no more than 12 minutes one time. And about a few months later, she was back at her doctor and she had skin cancer. And she said, I know exactly where I got it. In Mooresville, North Carolina, sitting by a pool. It's my granddaughter's fault. This is her. This guy's already gone off, and he's been diagnosed with this disease before he could even get back to the restaurant to say, I want my money back. Yankees are crazy, man.
I didn't know y'all were the ones that gave her
oh, yeah.
skin cancer.
Yeah, Jody's fault. Telling her to go sit out by that swimming pool.
12 minutes you can contract skin cancer. I had no idea it was that fast. That's pretty impressive.
It's radio. It's a podcast. It's the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show. More next.
It's a new year, which means new you. No, not if you've got nagging pain. That means we want old you before you had that pain. And it's possible without surgery, without medication, without downtime. Thanks to Neogenics, Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic. I am a Neogenics client. I am a Neogenics lover because they fixed my left wrist. And you can get a free consultation right now. Call 704-727-6551 or online at acetj.com/neogenics. Neogenics.
Bradham Brothers offers heating, air, and electrical installation and service that you can trust. Their family business has served thousands of customers with honesty and a smile for over 50 years. Go to bradhambrothers.com to schedule service or a free estimate today.
If it's trending, it's here now. This is Now Trending with Riggins on the Ace and TJ Show.
What is now trending? Hello. A lot of football talk this morning.
Yeah.
A lot of trades happening.
Well, it's free agency. Yesterday was the first day of free agency, so players can actually move to different teams. So they're not trading as much as they are just signing with a new team.
Okay.
Those players that can go other places.
I'm reading Warren Sapp's hot takes on all the trades. That's fun.
Oh.
Warren Sapp, retired defensive lineman, Hall of Famer.
Yeah, love him. What else is trending? So Kate Middleton is trending this morning. Everybody's seen that drama around this altered picture. She apologized for it yesterday on X, saying, I'm an amateur photographer and I've dabbled in photo editing, and I mean, stop talking.
Can't a woman just recover from getting a big old new pair of fake store-boughts without everybody trying to wonder what's wrong with her? Wouldn't that be something that's what she was trying to, the surgery she was recovering from? Is just some huge implants.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Just abnormally big.
Yeah.
It's like this was technically an abdominal surgery.
You love to see it. You really do.
Yeah.
But the
butt implants too.
They're already going crazy about the conspiracy theories. I saw one yesterday, and I thought about bringing in the audio, but then I thought I don't want to be involved in spreading that. But it's like there's a rumor that she had an affair with a guy who just died last week in his parents' apartment, and it's like, the British tabloids get out of control. That's why she's been in hiding, because she was caught around Christmas having this affair. It's insane.
I have heard infidelity rumors, but never attributed to her.
Yeah.
Attributed to the prince, future king, the king. So she's apologizing for that. Eric Carmen is trending this morning. I the whole time I was so confused. I read it as Eric Cartman, and it said Eric Cartman had died. And I was like, well, he's a cartoon character. I don't know why that matters. But it's not the South Park character. It's a guy. I didn't realize all those songs I know by Eric. I was like, I've never heard of that guy. I knew every single one of the songs. All Out of Love is by him, right? Or no?
No, he's saying
Hungry
all by myself.
That's what it was. And then Hungry Eyes.
Hungry Eyes.
I thought that was like a Hall & Oates song.
Yeah.
I knew every single one of them. I went, oh my God, this guy's got a ton of good songs.
There are a lot of other songs that you would know that he's written that you would never have any idea that he was involved in the writing of.
Never gonna fall. I'm never gonna fall in love again.
Yeah.
Isn't that him?
Yeah,
that's him.
But he that song All By Myself, young people know that from the reinvigoration of Friends, to when young people were watching Friends all the time.
Yeah,
it was a big scene in that where Chandler and Joey were not roommates anymore, and they were sad, and they played that song.
So yeah, I actually know that guy, but he passed away at the age of 74. So he was trending last night, and then there's a story out today. Northwest is releasing her debut album. Northwest is Kim Kardashian and Kanye's daughter, and it's called Elementary School Dropout. Get it? Kanye's big album, College Dropout. She's elementary school dropout. So, I hear it's going to be really good. So those are just a few things that are now trending.
10 years old? Is that right?
Yeah,
something like that.
All right, so everybody wants to be golden brown and delicious. Well, there's a tanning product on the market that a lady is telling you to stay away from because she had a bad time with it. We'll tell you what it is and let you see if that warning is even needed for you. Coming up next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Well, here we are, another new year, and you're, again, going to try to lose that weight you've been needing to lose for a long time. Well, here's what you need. You need Calitrin to help, because Calitrin is not a drug. No, not at all. It is natural and effective. It's scientifically proven to help you lose weight and get better sleep. When you buy 3 months supply of Calitrin, you will get 3 months free right now, and consistency is the key with Calitrin. So order it today at acetj.com/weight loss. It's Calitrin. Should you buy? Should you sell? How do I present my house if I do want to sell it? All of those questions can be answered by the experts, and they can take care of you with the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. The Temple team knows everything there is to know about selling, marketing, and buying houses. So get in touch with them today at acetj.com/Temple team. The Temple team at Keller Williams Realty.
Don't just listen to the Ace and TJ Show. Watch it. Now available 24 hours a day on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
This warning would not need to go to me, because I would know that this is not the type of product that one should be using. But there is a 47-year-old woman in Great Britain, and her name is Edith Eagle. Now, Edith is a very, very British-sounding name in 2024, I think. Edith.
Yeah.
Well, she and one of her stepdaughters ordered this self-tanner, and they were going to get all bronzed with this self-tanner, and they were looking to get some color before they went on vacation. So this self-tanner was in the form of a nasal spray. So they in their noses, and she said the first day was great. They already started turning a delicious shade of brown, and then the next day, she woke up and her necklace was choking her because her neck was so swollen, and her eyes, and she said she was swollen completely all over her body. And they had to call the whatever British people call EMTs, and they rushed her to the emergency room, and they even saw that she was in dire need of immediate attention, and so they rushed her back. And in a government-controlled healthcare system, that's something. Yeah. Because you got to wait in line, you got subpar medical service and all of that. But they got her back. They said she wouldn't even be alive now if they hadn't. If they would have waited any time at all, she wouldn't be alive because she had this allergic reaction to this tanning nasal spray. And she said the first thing that should have tipped her off was that there were no ingredients listed on the bottle, and she got it. She ordered it on the internet, and there were no ingredients or anything. It just basically said whatever the name of it was, like Barbie Tan or whatever. And so there they go. Just, and I guess it didn't affect her stepdaughter, but she had this crazy allergic reaction to it. Now, if somebody tells you, here, Ace, as much as you talk about wanting to be naturally tan looking and all that, if somebody gave you a nasal spray bottle that just said self-tanner on it, is there any way you're snorting it?
No, it doesn't seem like it makes any sense to me.
But evidently...
It just like that doesn't make that's scary.
But it reacts in your body some way or another because it turned them brown on the first day.
That is
it's just
weird.
That second day
that's just too much.
Is when they had to call the ambulance.
Yeah. There's no way that's good for you. I'm
right.
sorry.
Who would need this warning though? If
everybody,
whose order? I'm talking about from her.
Oh yeah.
Wouldn't everybody else look at that and go, I don't know about that?
You should. You spray something up your nose and your whole body becomes tan.
I've been snorting Hawaiian Tropic, and I ain't seen nothing. I mean, what is going on? Go stand in the sun. You're inhaling things to make you tan.
They live in England though, so they don't ever have the sun.
Hey, go get in a bed. Lay in a bed.
Do they allow that?
Probably not.
I mean, you're talking about a third world country.
Well, if they allow this seems insane. You're inhaling stuff.
Do they allow this, or was it just available to them? There's a difference.
Oh, is it?
It was on the internet. It was on the internet. All right. One of the worst baby naming situations that I've ever heard of. Coming up next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Winter is here, which means you're just going to stay inside and not do anything fun and exciting, right? No, that is wrong, because this year you're going to go to acetj.com/Gaston and see all of the incredible things that you can do right now in Gaston County. Everything is laid out for you, from things to do, to restaurants, to bars, to shopping, to unique weekend activities, and we'll get you ready for the spring and the summer with a list of all their great festivals. Find all of this and much more at acetj.com/Gaston.
Create an unforgettable experience with the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com. Weddings, banquets, shows, expos, they do it all at the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com.
This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
So, people always talk about how protective moms to be, or just women in general who plan to be moms someday, how protective they are over the names that they pick out for their children or future children. And Riggins, you say sometimes they go overboard with that. It's like, I'm not even saying the name. I won't tell. I'm not even telling my mama the name.
Come on.
Well, there was a woman who picked out the name for her daughter, and her daughter's name was Millie. She and her husband just liked the name. Then her sister, 2 years later, had a daughter, and you know what she named her? Millie. Now you got first cousins, 2 years apart, both of them with the name Millie.
Why would you do that?
So then the grandfather, their dad, to distinguish between the two, started calling them Big Millie and Little Millie. Well, sister number 2 said, I don't like the fact that my daughter is having to be called Little Millie. And then I guess once they get a little older, you know, one of them starts to, you know, kind of be a little bit of a chunk-a-bunk. You don't want her being called Big Millie.
Yeah, you're just true.
I mean, because when you say, and a lot of times if you're talking about a Southern woman who's grown and all, and you say the name Millie, sometimes you would picture a bigger woman.
Okay.
Or I do, because there was a woman in my hometown named Millie, and she was here. But be that as it may.
She was huge.
I ain't gonna lie, that one was huge.
Oh, big
But the sister with the younger Millie went off saying, my daughter should not be called Little Millie. Why don't you just call your daughter by her middle name, and then everybody would be happy? And then the first sister was like, no, I won't be. Why do I have to change my kid's name?
She named her first, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Why would the sister name her daughter the exact same thing as her sister's daughter?
Yeah, she said that you know, that her sister didn't own the name, so she liked the name too. Maybe they liked it together when they were little, and they said, you know, well, I'm gonna have a daughter named Millie. Oh, I love the name Millie. It's just that whichever one had the daughter first picked the name, and then the other one was like, no, I'm going to name mine that too. Can you imagine?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard of that before.
No. And they could be lying. It was on Reddit. You know, I think Reddit's a bunch of liars.
Yeah.
But just for the sake of a discussion, let's believe them.
I've never heard of that. I've never heard of sisters naming their children the exact same thing.
I'm Big Millie.
Yeah.
That's all I can hear. It's like a tower.
Why wouldn't he just use their middle initial, like Millie J and Millie F or something like that? Not Big Millie and Little Millie.
Where's old Big Millie?
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing, Big Millie?
And Big Millie.
Stop it in the room. I'm Big Millie. Oh my God.
Or what if
you're
it
not
were the
Little
other way
Millie?
around? What if Little Millie was the one that became the bigger one?
Yeah.
And then Big Millie was little. Then that wouldn't it'd be like they had sarcastic nicknames.
Yeah, we got another Tammy and Amy.
From Thousand Bells.
Yeah.
Nice, Riggins. Nice. All right. If you're always worried about the Airbnb that you're in having cameras looking at you walking around naked, well, there's been an update on that, and what cameras can and cannot be allowed in Airbnbs will tell you next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Well, here we are, another new year, and you're, again, going to try to lose that weight you've been needing to lose for a long time. Well, here's what you need. You need Calitrin to help, because Calitrin is not a drug. No, not at all. It is natural and effective. It's scientifically proven to help you lose weight and get better sleep. When you buy 3 months supply of Calitrin, you will get 3 months free right now, and consistency is the key with Calitrin. So order it today at acetj.com/weight loss. It's Calitrin.
As a proven leader in managed IT services, CompuCom delivers innovative solutions designed for how you work today. They'll help you deliver results no matter where you are on your digital transformation journey. It's all at CompuCom. Go to CompuCom.com to find out more.
Available when you want it, how you want it. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
Hey, make sure you listen to those new projects. Ace and Friends, 3 in the afternoon on our app, the Ace and TJ Family app, and TJ's podcast on the Ace and TJ Family app at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. in the morning a.m. Yesterday there was a big ruckus because somebody complained and said, shame, shame, shame on you for not coming to this certain business on your small town adventures. I mean, it was quite raucous. So you never know when something like that's going to just bust up in the middle of everything. I was distraught all day. I kept thinking about that. Okay, Airbnb or Airbnb, as it's pronounced, like Verbo, is pronounced that and not VRBO, and so is Airbnb. Airbnb says that if you want to participate as a rentor on their site, you can have no indoor security cameras anymore. They said that it used to just be allowed in the common spaces and not in restrooms and bedrooms and all of that. But now that's not even going to be allowed. You have to sign some kind of a binding agreement saying that there are no cameras, or you can have the doorbell cameras and outdoor cameras and stuff, but no indoor
Nothing
cameras.
back indoors.
Yeah. Which makes sense.
Yeah.
But because you know that even if you're talking about it in the living room, like let's say it's you and your wife Amanda, Ace, and y'all are kind of raucous when it comes to your time alone in Airbnbs and things, naked in hot tubs and all that kind of stuff.
Sure.
Every room in the house is a personal space for y'all.
Sure.
I'm imagining.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't even think that they'd be able to have them, cameras on the doorbells and stuff.
It's like being in a big
Y'all
hotel.
out there,
Man.
y'all out there, dancing in front of the doorbell cameras and things. And ding dong, yeah, I see it.
I call this the helicopter.
But do those camera detector things work? Where you have to go all over the place with the thing, seeing it if you can find the camera? And all
I don't know. They say they do though, and there are a lot of people that have them.
Are they expensive to detect a
think
camera?
So. I don't think
It
so.
just seems like something you would see in a movie or something like that. Like the FBI has them, or bank robbers or something. Just going in there.
You can get one on Amazon for about $40.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
I don't know if it's any good, but
Coming from China?
probably.
Mm-hmm.
Drop shipped.
What?
Drop shipped.
Oh.
Oh.
I was like, what did he say?
You weren't the only one. I was like, whoa.
Drop shipped.
Drop
Okay.
shipped. Yes.
You forget
All right.
where we were for a minute. What was that?
You got to bleep yourself. You go bleep yourself, Rob.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
What's coming up in Now Trending, Riggins?
So many things coming up in Now Trending.
Thanks for the help there.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Back again with our friend Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies. Now, Richard, tell us about this cash out equity thing, instant cash, add water, and there it is.
It is. That's how it is. Instant equity. I mean, you do the application today. You could close today and get your money in 5 days. There's no underwriting. There's no appraisal. I think didn't you do something like that?
Yeah, absolutely. Exactly what I did. Instant equity. It's very easy, and Richard walks you through the process. Find out more at homewithrichard.com. It's a new year, which means new you. No, not if you've got nagging pain. That means we want old you before you had that pain. And it's possible without surgery, without medication, without downtime. Thanks to Neogenics, Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic. I am a Neogenics client. I am a Neogenics lover because they fixed my left wrist. And you can get a free consultation right now. Call 704-727-6551 or online at acetj.com/neogenics. Neogenics.
If it's trending, it's here now. This is Now Trending with Riggins on the Ace and TJ Show.
Okay. It is National Working Moms Day. Today's national, because every mom is a working mom, whether you're a breadwinner or a bread baker, as it says in the description of the holiday.
Well, then it would just be National Mom's Day. It would be Mother's Day.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's if you're saying it's for working moms, then you mean moms who work out of the house. Because if you say it's for every mom, well, then it's just Mother's Day. That's dumb.
You hear that, ladies? Mm-hmm. You're dumb.
No, that's not what I said. I said the description of the day is dumb.
It started off as Working Moms Day, meaning outside the home or whatever, and then the stay-at-home moms, rightfully so, said, "Well, you act like we outside the home."
Is that right?
Yeah, so that's how the whole thing began. Then they were just like, okay, it's all moms who work at home or outside the home. Just, y'all stop griping at us.
Which means it's the equivalent of Mother's Day.
Yeah, you get 2 Mother's Days.
Or what? That makes no sense.
I'm just waiting on National Non-Working Moms Day, because that's for me.
Yeah.
Well, I think even moms, we should probably change to National Birthing Persons with Children Day. That probably is more effective.
That really rolls off the tongue. It's easy.
Yeah. Well, doesn't it all? There's a lot of football stuff trending this morning. A lot of football players. I mean, if that's your thing, you're already back into football. It seems a little early.
And the working moms can't even have one day without being overshadowed by football.
You and your football.
The patriarchy.
That's what it is. Justin Timberlake has a new album out this week, and I don't know what he's going to do. I've been hard on Justin Timberlake over the years, and I want to see this album do well for him because he's catching a lot of heat from now everybody. But he's going to have to do something. His album comes out on Friday, and there is negative hype around this album. I mean, non-existent hype.
The first single just came in like it just disappeared. It was hot for about 24 hours.
And he's got 3 days to do something. He's going to have to, I don't know, kill somebody or go crazy on a late night talk show. Maybe drag Britney Spears on social media. Yeah. Like, I don't know. You got to do something. I don't know. None of them are good ideas, but that's what's happening right now. I know you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Can you unteach an old dog old tricks? Doesn't make any sense, but I'm going to try to explain my predicament coming up next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Well, here we are, another new year, and you're, again, going to try to lose that weight you've been needing to lose for a long time. Well, here's what you need. You need Calitrin to help, because Calitrin is not a drug. No, not at all. It is natural and effective. It's scientifically proven to help you lose weight and get better sleep. When you buy 3 months supply of Calitrin, you will get 3 months free right now, and consistency is the key with Calitrin. So order it today at acetj.com/weight loss. It's Calitrin. Back again with our friend Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies. Now, Richard, tell us about this cash out equity thing, instant cash, add water, and there it is.
It is. That's how it is. Instant equity. I mean, you do the application today, you could close today and get your money in 5 days. There's no underwriting. There's no appraisal. You know, I think didn't you do something like that?
Yeah, absolutely. Exactly what I did. Instant equity. It's very easy, and Richard walks you through the process. Find out more at homewithrichard.com.
This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
The Ace and TJ Show is sponsored by our friend Richard Toccato. Learn more at homewithrichard.com. He's a mortgage expert and one of Ace and TJ's buddies.
Yeah. Richard.
Yeah, so many different things he can do. Home equity lines of credit, instant equity lines, mortgages, buy, sell. And he's a broker, not a bank, so he has a lot of different options for you. So homewithrichard.com, they can show you some surprising things you didn't even know you could do to get money.
And he's handsome.
And he makes a mean enchilada.
Yeah.
So this is crazy, and I don't know if I've ever told you this. So when I got my dog, I used to give him like this kibble with like a little bit of pumpkin in it for his stomach, and I'd go, oh, it looks so gross. And I would put his bowl down, and I'd go, bon appetit. And it just kind of became a habit. Bon appetit. And I unintentionally taught him that he shouldn't eat until I say bon appetit. So now we're 6 years into this.
Yeah.
And every time I feed him twice a day, I go bon appetit, or he won't eat it. So this past week, I said, I'm done. It's 2:30 in the morning. I don't want to have to put on, a show for my dog to eat food. And he didn't eat. So we are now on day 2, and he still hasn't eaten anything because I haven't said bon appetit. I'm not kidding.
Wow, that's awesome.
I'm not kidding. No, it's not.
No, I mean, that's a good,
That's
a Pavlov thing.
I need to unteach him.
But how hard is it if you just go, bon appetit? Just say
It's annoying. I find it very annoying.
You need
Why?
To get you like a weight sensor in his bowl that when you pour the food, it says it for you.
That's not a good solution either. I need to unteach him this.
But
So
it's been 6 years. He can't unlearn that now.
Yeah, I
he
need.
can.
He's a simple.
Because
I figure,
he'll
like-
get hungry enough.
Yeah,
He's gonna get hungry, but at like what point? We're now on day 2 of this thing. I'm like, do you need to go 3 days? Like, are we gonna have like a standoff here?
But now that you created this, is it that bad for you to say, bon appetit?
I did. Yes, it is. I find it very annoying.
It'd be funny though if you started it being an insult, like eat up, and then call him some cuss word name or something.
Yeah, you dumb man.
Eat up, poo poo head.
Yeah.
But what if he's so trained about it that he never eats and he just starts to wither away? You're gonna feel real bad.
Yeah, well, I'd like to think I would stop it before his hair starts
That's
falling
like
out.
the worst game of chicken ever.
I'm never saying bon appetit.
Maybe after day 7, you could say it once.
I'd rather die.
I'm not giving in.
But speaking of dogs, a woman in Dallas is living out my actual worst nightmare, And this is going to send shockwaves through the pet industry. Coming up next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Well, here we are, another new year, and you're, again, going to try to lose that weight you've been needing to lose for a long time. Well, here's what you need. You need Calitrin to help, because Calitrin is not a drug. No, not at all. It is natural and effective. It's scientifically proven to help you lose weight and get better sleep. When you buy 3 months supply of Calitrin, you will get 3 months free right now, and consistency is the key with Calitrin. So order it today at acetj.com/weight loss. It's Calitrin. Back again with our friend Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies. Now, Richard, tell us about this cash out equity thing, instant cash, add water, and there it is.
That's how it is. Instant equity. I mean, you do the application today, you could close today and get your money in 5 days. There's no underwriting, there's no appraisal. I think didn't you do something like that?
Yeah, absolutely. Exactly what I did. Instant equity. It's very easy, and Richard walks you through the process. Find out more at homewithrichard.com.
Available when you want it, how you want it. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
I know Tech D Rob loves Little Caesars. That's still your favorite pizza?
Oh, you know it is.
Have you seen their new handheld Crazy Puffs?
Yes, and they came out on the day that I started my new diet.
Oh no!
I'm not gonna be able to have any.
Oh.
Okay.
So they're like little deep dish pizza muffins.
I guess,
They
yeah.
look pretty good to me.
That looks pretty good.
Yeah, they look like pizza cupcakes.
Yeah, that's exactly what they look like.
I'm telling you, my
Crazy
wife and Rob, she's with him. She's like, that's the best pizza ever.
Little Caesars.
Little Caesars.
I mean, I will say it's the best pizza chain. Like,
That's what she meant.
I'm not gonna go crazy.
I'm not gonna lie. Those little Crazy Puffs. I'd give that a try. That looks pretty good.
That looks good.
That's
Only
pretty impressive.
$4
yeah.
for 4 of them. It's crazy.
We're gonna tempt you with pizza puffs. No, I'm weak right now. You hit me
Bon
with a
appetit.
The day after I decided to go on my thing is when I found out they were coming out. I said, "No, what have I done?"
Poor Rob. I feel terrible for you. But I feel worse for this woman in Dallas. Really bad. She uses an app that I've used for many, many years. It's called Rover, and it helps connect you with pet professionals, is what they call them. So I'm not a dog walker. I'm a pet professional. Dog walkers, overnight boarding, drop-in visits. You can schedule it all on your phone. You never even have to meet the person. They say they vet everybody that works on the app. And I used it. I've spent thousands of dollars through the Rover app. But one woman had a very bad experience. She boarded her dog with a pet professional for 6 days while she went out of town. And she warned the Rover sitter, says, hey, my dog will make an attempt to get out. And the next day after she leaves, the Rover person says, hey, got out, but don't worry, it's in a confined yard. And then stopped responding to all messages. She flies home early, goes over to the woman's house. She says the woman's name is Tracy. She got to the woman's house, and none of the pictures of the woman's home looked like they did on the app. Oh. And what she found in the backyard were these makeshift kennels where she was like mass boarding dogs. And now her precious dog, is missing.
No way.
So she says the app has been very unhelpful with trying to track down her dog. She asked the woman to help her prepare flyers, and the woman said, well, that's going to cost me $77. I'm not doing that. It's like, well, you lost my dog. So she's now considering legal action. So
Considering.
Yeah.
Nothing looks like it seems, and she lost the dog?
Yeah, but I think they put in stipulations. They're like, we're not responsible. I got a feeling, I don't know, but it's the worst nightmare ever. Yeah, so I get to give you an update on some other things we're working here on the show coming up next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
It's a new year, which means new you. No, not if you've got nagging pain. That means we want old you before you had that pain. And it's possible without surgery, without medication, without downtime. Thanks to Neogenics, Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic. I am a Neogenics client. I am a Neogenics lover because they fixed my left wrist. And you can get a free consultation right now. Call 704-727-6551 or online at acetj.com/neogenics, Neogenics.
Back again with our friend Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies. Now, Richard, tell us about this cash out equity thing, instant cash, add water, and there it is.
That's how it is. Instant equity. I mean, you do the application today, you could close today and get your money in 5 days. There's no underwriting, there's no appraisal. You know, I think didn't you do something like that?
Yeah, absolutely. Exactly what I did. Instant equity. It's very easy, and Richard walks you through the process. Find out more at homewithrichard.com.
Live each weekday on your radio, anytime you want, wherever you get podcasts. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
So if you don't have the Ace and TJ family app yet, go get it. acetj.com/app. You can do so many cool things. You can listen to the show. You can watch the show. Check out TJ's podcast, which airs every day at 10 Eastern. Mm-hmm. And then the Ace and Friends podcast at 3 p.m. Eastern every single day, all for free on the Ace and TJ family app. Plus, you can also win great prizes, win great rewards through the app and exclusive content and all that stuff. I got some bad news today. Nobody's buying chewing gum anymore.
Yeah. I'm the only one.
Yeah, it took a tumble during COVID and just never bounced back. And now they're looking at a total brand refresh, not calling it chewing gum, but calling it, what was the word they used? I mean, it's something stupid. Like, you're not going to know what gum is. They're like, maybe if we call it something else, people will start buying gum again.
You've had a rise in mints. And gum is, you still got to do something with it. You got to throw it away somewhere. You know?
Yeah, the main thing, though, is inflation.
Yeah.
I mean, people look at it like, I'm going to pay $3 for a pack of gum. I just can't do it.
Yeah. Wrigley says instead of, they're pushing the product into the wellness territory, mental wellness to be exact. They're touting chewing gum as a way for people to relieve stress or to keep up their concentration. Okay, it's not that much of a stretch, but come on. Still chewing gum.
Yeah, I use a lot of gum.
You're still going through
Oh,
it.
yeah. Yeah.
You look cocky when you chew gum.
I know. That's what my wife says.
The only reason I said that is because I know that's one of her complaints about him.
Yeah.
What?
One of the very few.
Yeah. Are you still buying gum? Even though
yeah.
you tighten it, you're still doing it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Jody's not making you cut that off?
No, she does too.
Oh, really?
We're gum people.
That's why.
We're gum people, yeah.
Because she's into it, that means you can still chew it.
Yeah.
But if she weren't into it, that'd be done.
We can't afford that anymore. Waste of money.
I love it. I can't wait to be in a relationship.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.